Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur Show, Man United podcast, Ballers at the Bridge podcast, talking that Tottenham Talk podcast, where we'll be discussing all things in regards to those three clubs. Manchester United winning 1-0 at home to Luton Town, Wolves beating Spurs. Well, Spurs losing away at Wolves in stoppage time, 2 stoppage time goals for them, losing 2-1. And of course, Chelsea facing Manchester City at Stamford Bridge today. Before I bring in the regulars as well, make sure you run up the likes, people. As soon as you land, make sure you hit that like button first and foremost. Second, make sure you share this across all the socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. So hit that like button at Sarcasm City TV across all socials, share across all socials, and subscribe to the channel. Surfers in the building. Jez is also in the building. What are you telling me, Jez? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. What are you saying?
Oh, bless, fam. You already know. You already know how it is. Surfer, what are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good. I'm very good. Had a good pro club session, so I'm all good.
Yep, we did. Make sure you check that out, Sarcasm City TV gaming, people. You know what I'm saying? See the most dominant left-hand side with me and Surfer you will ever see. You know what I'm saying? So, yes.
Yep.
Make sure you check that out. Nah, he plays left wing back. I play left side centre back. He's a 3.
We play three at the back because I basically leave the left side open for Flawless to get his defensive points.
But larger, but you're a great outlet out there, so it works. That's why I don't even get on you.
It works.
You man do the business going forward. Yeah, facts. That's why I don't get onto you. Yeah, if you man didn't do the business going forward, it'd be like, that's why I never got on you, man, for defending. I'm like, oh, you man are good going forward. But large of everyone that is tapped in, like I said, keep all your questions, Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur related as well. Big up to Warrior J, who says big up Flawless. Jez and Surfer, I'm here for the Jez rant, if he does indeed rant. Yeah, we gonna find out Jez's thoughts on the game. No, don't worry about that. We're gonna get his thoughts as well. Sheik, big up to you, 2001 as well. Jez says big up the man them. Jez, over to you, my G. We're gonna get Jez's thoughts in a second. You lot been waiting, man. You lot been waiting. You lot been waiting.
I thought the Flawless, like, funny enough, like, because Flawless earlier hit me up, was asking, yo, Jez, you good for midnight? And I said yes, and I had to reply to him, yo, because these guys are definitely waiting for me, thinking I'm running if I don't show up. So.
These guys have been waiting since like May.
Yeah, waiting for this. Time to shine said it. Oh, I've been waiting for this for 3 months. So you know what? Let's give the audience.
I mean, we had the first game, to be fair.
What they asked for. So yeah, Spurs losing 2-1, 2 stoppage time goals, in Wolverhampton at Molineux. Jez, the floor is yours. Thoughts on the game. Thoughts on the game.
Thoughts on the game. I'll be honest, people. I didn't wake up for the early kickoff. So I have not watched the game actually in full. There's reasons why I don't wake up for early kickoffs. I did that even when we were actually healthy. I wasn't even waking up for the early kickoffs. So I didn't wake up for early kickoffs. So woke up, saw the results, and I saw the stats. But then I looked at, obviously we have injuries, and I looked at who exactly was playing. My goodness, when I saw that midfield and I saw that defense,
let me actually go pull this up and see what it was. Go on, carry on.
Jesus, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is
Jesus.
Jesus, you know what I mean? Like, Charlie. I was saying, like,
Jesus.
See, but then I saw these things here, and I was like, which ironic, because on the basketball stream, literally on the same night, or obviously in the night on the same day, I told you that personally I thought we could win, but in the same time, I was telling you as well, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose. I wouldn't be surprised if we draw.
First.
So pretty much, I'm just not really that angry, to be honest. Like, there's a lot of people saying the present settings and all shit like that, and I've been telling them, like, I say my favorite saying: when the shit players are playing, see what happens. The shit players played today, and you saw what happened. It's like, even though the last 2 goals for Wolves came in the last minutes, it's still like, going based off the highlights that I saw, based off even the stats alone, we didn't seem to have played well, from what I'm literally gathering. And it's like, again, when the main creator's out, when our 2 centre backs who actually allow us to play the way we want to play on a much higher level, like, pretty much I'm talking about 3 players within the spine being out, which is no team really does well in that aspect. But which I said, which I said many times before when I said like that's why I said the whole thing about. That's why I never understood why Spurs fans were telling me about title races and shit like that. Let's just get top 4 and just keep it step like. Because for me, it's like I said, like you see results like today, and it's like I feel like it just reminds people again how bad actually the squad is in terms of our depth. Because it's not that these guys are only bad. It's all that the guys don't fit the system. Like at least have depth that actually fit the system. So players that are actually equipped, like even if the in terms of the talent gap is still huge, I wouldn't mind it as much as long as players could actually fit the system, which is the issue, and I keep trying to pray about. But I feel like people are just really starting to realize how bad some of these guys are because I always talk about how a lot of these guys have to leave this football club, in my opinion. Like, Lo Celso couldn't start today, ironically. He's more creative out of Højbjerg than him. And he still went with Højbjerg, which kind of tells you all you need to know. Davies is not a centre back. Dyer is actually not a centre back. Like he's a centre.
Yeah, Ben Davies and Dyer as the centre back pairing is crazy.
For me,
that is crazy.
The mad thing about it is this is where I probably can give Ange probably. This is probably where I criticize Ange for is that why you just not giving the young bucks that were there today on the bench? Why don't you give them the chance? Because you might as well. Like for me, because it would be unfair on them to start them against Aston Villa, against a Newcastle. No, actually not against Newcastle because a couple of guys should be back by then. But for City or Newcastle, not New City and Man City, it would be unfair against the young bucks to like come in and then asking them to perform against these two teams who are currently quite on form in terms of especially scoring as well. So it's like, for me, it's like, if there was a game to bring them on, it was today, in my opinion. But he should have started them and kind of start to get used to playing in this team. And it's just like, I'm not really too upset, to be honest. Like, I think people are obviously waiting for me to go on a rant, but I talk about what it is this season. I don't really have the higher expectation this season, so it's like it's hard for me to get angry about things. Like I know the Dyer is sucks. Like people still being surprised that Dyer can't stop somebody from crossing the ball in. That Dyer can see somebody literally pass walk him, but still decide to let him walk to go and make it 2-1. It's what it is. But then we can talk about defensively, but then again offensively as well. Who are the guys that we always ask for to go and step up offensively? Like shout out to I was about to say BJ, but then it would have been crazy. Shout out to B Johnson. I say B Johnson.
yeah. B Johnson. Yeah.
BJ is kind of crazy to say.
Yeah,
shout out to him. Like, bro, the first goal was to be fair, that first goal was just pure football right there. But I love to see it, and it's just again, you just can see. I feel like the team got really. The team can go and produce stuff like that, but the issue is having the ball but not being able to do anything with the ball. I don't call that controlling, because some people are coming up with the possession stats today, and we had more possession than Wolves. But again, what's the point of having possession if you can't do anything with it?
Yeah.
So this is where guys like Lo Celso are supposed to come in, right? But I'm getting told like I'm wilding for not rating him. I'm wilding for not putting my faith in the guys who has been here for 3 years, by the way. I think Lo Celso's been here since 2020. He's been as long as he's been here as long as Ndombele. And the ironic part is, Ndombele is currently looking like he's coming back because he keeps eating fast food in secret away from the manager.
Fast food.
Bro, I couldn't believe when I saw that story on Matana. And apparently it's true that they told him he needs to go on a diet and lose weight to be able to play for them. He didn't, and then he got caught in a hotel room eating Burger King or some shit.
How do you get caught doing that, man? If you're gonna do it, don't get caught.
This is what I was saying. It's like
don't get caught.
But yeah, anyways, it's like Ndombele is currently going through that type of career, innit? And the hilarious part about it is Ndombele has done more for us than Lo Celso did, despite all these things. So it's like, again, what I keep saying is when I stopped saying, like, for me, I'll be honest, like I'm just not really angry at nobody. Like the reality is the team quality after we get those injuries all this was going to chop off. Good thing is Romero is holding on for 2 more games. The doggy is coming back, so Romero's going to miss the City and Aston Villa game, but then he will be. Luckily, he's back for Newcastle. But for me, it's like you gotta start looking at what you want to do with this whole situation. About we have to start talking about how the situation with Dyer in terms of, because for me, you can't just keep starting, because you can see that in preseason you saw the issues. You saw the issues already in preseason. You've seen these issues now why he cannot play technically for many reasons. Forget that he's not good enough. He's not good enough.
Just good enough.
Forget about that. It's just the fact that he can't run is already an issue alone.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just many things, and then obviously creative wise, again the creative players who are supposed to be coming off the bench for us don't want to create, but it's fine apparently. But this is what I'm getting told. But so I don't know. Like I said, I don't really have too much to say. It's like, again, when I see these guys on the pitch, I don't feel confident about winning these games. Like, the reason why I have so much faith in this team is more so when the full 11 is there. Because these guys can do this. When the full 11 is there, I can trust in them. But the moment I see Dyers and the Emersons and the Davis all starting at once, that is what's going to problem, because these guys were around for the Barcelona defeats against AC Milan's, a Barcelona defeats versus Sheffield United, Bayern Munich, Dynamo Zagreb. Like, how many more times do I have to go through this result until people start realizing, these guys are not good enough? And I think the only issue that I only have is, again, it's just creates, because now it's just revisionism that I'm seeing on my timeline, and people just want to change the narrative. Like, people asking, why did we loan out Joe Rodon? Joe Rodon couldn't buy a game. We had a formation that requires 3 centre backs. We had we had centre backs out even during the period, and he still couldn't get any minutes last night. But then you guys are the same people that said, he wasn't good enough last season. So it's like, again, people pick and choose what they want to complain about, and it's like, like I said, I don't really like. It's hard for me to go on a rant if I don't really expect anything from these guys, isn't it?
Yeah, if the expectations on the floor and then they meet your expectations, which are the floor, you're like, and bear in mind, you almost won the game. You almost got something on the game.
And then obviously it got sold by the guys that I don't trust, and it's like, okay, we got sold by the guys that we don't trust. I keep it stepping. Like, I wasn't like, oh my god, why is this guy so trash? We've been watching this guy for like more than
he's trash.
Many. It's always been trash. It's just like,
he's trash.
It's not really. It's just not surprising. So all I'm saying is, like, people don't get too much into your emotions over these losses or points dropped and anything like that. It's just coming into a. It's just weird. It's like two games, 2 losses, and all of a sudden it's the end of the world. This and that. We finishing 10th now, and all that shit. This is the shit I'm just seeing. It's like, but then
people be going to be doing.
But then the funny part about it is, like I told you last time, this will be the same people that were saying nothing before that. But when we doing well, they weren't saying nothing. Now they're coming out of the holes, want to be negative, want to do this and that.
Facts. It happened to us last season. I hear fully what you're saying. And big up everyone who's tapped in. So just quickly, just before you continue, big up everyone that is locked in. Continue to run up the likes. Now over 40 people in here. Whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back, big up to everyone supporting as always. By the way, let me state that. Big up to everyone supporting the channel. It is much appreciated. It does not go unnoticed. But let's run up the likes. We're at 25 likes now. We're at 25 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes. Let's hit that subscribe button as well, because we are still short of 8,600. We had some people unsubscribe. Probably people who subscribe to talk some rubbish and may have got blocked. So,
by the way, if anyone mishears that, for us doesn't mean we're short by 8,600 subscribers. We're short of getting to 8,000.
Yeah, we're short of 8,000. Yeah. You know what? I would love an extra 8,600 subscribers. So if there is 8,600 of you watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I could do with 8,600.
This guy keeps saying it's sort of 8,600 subscribers. I don't get it.
We're 3 short people. 3 short. So hit the subscribe button. Continue to get your questions in. Please just keep it Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur related. And if you want to make sure your question gets read out, people super chat, and myself, Surfer, and Jez will get to it as well. Yeah, go on, Jez, carry on.
No, it's just more I can't really say to. It's like, to be honest, like, I mean, shout out to Johnson. To be fair, like, I think he's been quite unlucky in terms of like injury after the Arsenal game. Then dude's getting sent off, and then he has to get substituted. But in all those cameos that I've seen so far, he hasn't really disappointed me, to be honest. Like he looks like, let's say it this way, I can see why we bought him for. Like I already could tell why we bought him for. Whenever the quality of his is enough, is enough or not, it's something that we have to wait and see, obviously. But he's showing qualities that I can see, like, yeah, it can work out here. Whether it's going to be consistently, though, is a whole another question. So it's like, shout out to him, yeah. And obviously, shout out to Paul, got himself an assist. And I feel like we definitely, this is somebody I look at and say, we can definitely trust in terms of helping us create. Because he's at the end of the day, he's also creative. It's just that his role for us hasn't really given me the license to do that, if you get what I mean. It's like what he's supposed to do, so he has to do more of his work from the deeper areas of the pitch. But when Paul can get up the pitch, he can definitely do something to help us with that during the period. But like I said, some people just overdoing it, as I keep saying it. Like I think Ange said that Madison actually tweeted himself as well that he's going to be out to the new year, which is only a month. So
he said a month, yeah. So he'll be back then.
Yeah,
any news on Van de Ven?
Also, apparently, it's also just a month as well. Also,
that's not too bad then. You could have.
It's
I think
not-
it's
yeah,
worse
yeah,
than
yeah.
particular Van de Ven.
Yeah,
Why
this
not?
is the most important thing about it with the Van de Ven thing. It's like I don't want him to go and come back and rush back, even if our results going to be still horrible.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I want him to just recover normally in his own pace. Like it's like people think we generally have something on the line this season. Like, I've seen people say Tapsoba, and this winger. It's just, bro, guys, like relax. I thought this was supposed to be a project. You guys told me it's supposed to be a project, but then you guys don't want to have this patience with them. This is what I say. Football fans just all lie, isn't it? This is what I just say. Like football fans just all lie. One time
basically
they
said
say
the lies. That's a fire meme, by the way. For those that haven't seen that, I think it was from Flavor of Love. But go on, carry on, Jess.
I just lie. Just saying that. Oh, people just love lying. It's just one day they're telling me, the season's over and shit, but over and shit and that. But then you guys told me that it's supposed to be a project, so let's treat it like a project.
Yeah, that's fact.
If it's supposed to be like that, and I never heard a project where in the first season everything goes right.
Hey, facts. Nah, I hear that.
Just saying. So that's all I have to really much say about the game. To be honest, like, I'm not too fussed about the loss. Like, I mean, shout out to Wolves. Like, they did their job at the end of the day, and I can't really discredit them.
And I'm sure there'll be more questions on it, so feel free to get them in as well. There's over 50 people now locked in. Let's get up to 40 likes still. We're still short of 40 likes. Like, check 1212. Still short of 40 likes. Warrior J says, Flawless, what's your view on Manchester United against Luton? Frustration or relief? Definitely no frustration, because that means I have expectation. Every single Manchester United game I watch, I'm fully aware whether we win, whether we lose, whether we draw, that the performance is not going to be good. And I don't expect a good performance because this manager, like I've said before, is cooked. The players are not good enough. And the manager is not even helping the players. And in regards to, I'm not just talking about today's game, but overall, in regards to from a tactical standpoint, from a team standpoint, and also from an individual standpoint. That's why I keep, for those that don't know, when you see me post up the Snoop Dogg meme, I know some people don't know where that's from. So when Snoop Dogg first broke through, you know what I'm saying, and became famous, and he was on Death Row Records, he put out his first single, which was, what was his first single? Snoop Doggy Dogg. That was the first single. And then he was going to shoot the video, and then he didn't get to the video shoot because basically he was on trial for murder. I might have messed up the timeline a little bit, but he was on trial for murder. And that picture I'm posting is him in the courtroom when he found out that he was not guilty. So even when you're in a court case for murder, even if you win, it's not a fun win. And you could see the relief. And every time I watch us, that's what I think of. I don't enjoy Manchester United victories. I enjoy the win probably hours later, maybe the next day. But initially, it's more relief like, we won. We didn't get embarrassed. Because this club has already put up so many embarrassing records already and played in such embarrassing fashion already. like you just don't want it to get worse, and it can always get worse. Like people think Manchester United can't sink to new lows, we can. So to answer your question, it's always just relief. I feel like Snoop in the courtroom. I feel worse than that. I feel like it's a RICO case every single time Manchester United play. You not see me at the start. Those was there. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to do it. Eddie fell asleep. That tells you all you need to know. Eddie fell asleep.
I saw Big Sam out there snoring.
Yeah, he legit fell asleep. To Mohammed, who says flawless Ten Hag control the attack is missing 1v1s. That is true. Højlund missed 2 sitters. Rashford missed a sitter. But like I said in regards to the individual defensive mistakes, I'll say this offensively. Why is Rashford out there? Why is Rashford out there? Rashford should not be playing. What are we talking about? Højlund, he has to do better. But again, that's his guy. He signed Højlund. So the fact that Højlund is now gone 8 games or 9 games, whatever it is in the Premier League without a goal. Yes, I am looking at Højlund and he should have scored today, but I'm also looking at the manager because that goes back to what I initially said, giving players from an individual standpoint the best possible platform to succeed, and he doesn't do that. Højlund, that's the first game all season in the Premier League that Højlund's had 2 clear-cut chances. Why is it 9? Yeah, bless Kaneki. Why are we in November? Why is it November and the first time in 9 Premier League games I can say our number 9 has got 2 clear-cut chances? Now, if you go to Haaland, for instance, how many chances does Haaland miss?
I think the other day, he had like bare chances missed.
This is the point I'm making. Haaland always tops those shots, and Haaland's a bad boy striker. That's just no criticism of him whatsoever. What I'm saying is Pep sets up his team to allow that. Where if Haaland misses 2 1-on-1s, guess what? He's probably getting 3 more. He's probably he's going to get more chances. Yeah, this is the point I'm making. Same way if Foden or Alvarez or Bernardo Silva or Doku or Grealish or any of their attacking players miss a chance, it's not the end of the world. I'm fully aware that when Højlund misses those chances, they can come back to bite us because we don't create a lot. We created 3 clear-cut chances. 3 clear-cut chances. You know what I'm saying? 3.
Hey, should I give you a record?
Luton Town. Yeah, say it again.
Should I give you a record?
Yeah, go on. Hit me with the record. Go
United is currently the most informed team in the league right now.
And this is another thing why I'm so annoyed people as well. Because the quality of this league is terrible. Is the Premier League entertaining? Super. From an entertainment standpoint, super entertaining. However, on the flip side, the quality is terrible. If we were a decent outfit, we could be top of the league right now. I think we're what? Let me check this. I know we've played a game more, but let's say hypothetically, we are on 21 points. City are on 27 points. We are 6 points off the top of the league. Bear in mind, we've lost. We are 6 points off the top of the league.
How, Sway? How?
That's what. And look at some of the teams that we have lost to when you look at it. So let me just run through this in regards to it. So, just running through it. Hold up. So we lost to Crystal Palace. Lost to Brighton. So yeah, I used those 2. They're the main 2. So if we had won those 2 games, and Manchester United beating Brighton at home, who still haven't. Did they win today? Or did they play tomorrow?
I think they'll play tomorrow. Yeah, they play tomorrow. I think.
They play tomorrow. So they haven't won a game since 24th of September. It's now the 12th of November. And if we were to beat Brighton at home and Crystal Palace at home, we'd be top of the league right now. And this is not me saying Manchester United can win the league. This is not me saying that, because I don't think we can win the league. I'm just saying, look at the terrible quality of it. If you're a decent outfit, you can just be up there and just randomly be in a title race. Yes, we've played a game more, but the point I'm making is the same way we should have got a point from Arsenal. So we should be a point clear. Oh, no, I shouldn't say we should be. We could be. Because Arsenal scored 2 goals late in stoppage time. Hey, Orion Goon, big up to you, man. Good to see you in the chat, man. Big up, my guy. Shout out to TJ as well. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warranty. So that's the point I'm making. We are 6 points off the top of the league, having played a game more. There's no way we should be there. No way we should be there.
It's bad.
I'm saying.
It's bad, bro.
It's awful. It is. Let me see what else.
The one thing is, because I had a Man United, because I quoted that same tweet, and I obviously have some Man United guys follow me on Twitter, and they can't even believe themselves that they're currently whatever place. You're like the 5th.
Yeah, well, now we're 6.
Yeah, 6, but it's like this is a short. I would say it's like this why this whole thing about Premier League, best league in the league. best league in the world. Like that nonsense. I don't really give a fuck about that, to be honest. Like anyways, it's something empty. Anything to sort of brag about in the first place.
No.
But then you kind of look at us now. It's like you guys make all fun about Man United, but then ironically, Man United are there where they are currently, which is
How the hell we above Newcastle? We are above Newcastle. We're 3 points behind Liverpool. Yeah, we played a game more, but we shouldn't be.
Yeah, based on the
If you're,
performance.
if you're a good side and we're close to you, you should be embarrassed.
That's the issue.
You should be embarrassed.
That's the issue that I keep saying. It's like
should be embarrassed.
You know what? It's like, you know what I actually want to ask though? It's like,
yeah, go on.
If you think, do you think there is a situation where it could unfold where United keep grinding out the results, but then eventually, then the performances start actually getting better than again? Or do you think it's just going to be like this and eventually it's just going to hit like because we went pretty much this was ironic part is because I was literally looking at it. We went pretty much the same thing through because I remember before the World Cup, we pretty much were literally up there at the table. But I remember our performances under Conte being literally the same, where we were winning games, but you can clearly tell we weren't really looking like the clear-out favorites to win this game, for example. And then obviously, as you saw, we actually collapsed at the end because we couldn't find out these results no more. Do you think it's going to be a situation like that, or do you think United could actually start finding some sort of form in terms of actually performances? Because obviously, clearly you are on the form when you're basically looking at it. But
we on form in terms of results, but can we turn this around? No, because eventually those performances catch up with you. There's only so much you can give. There's only so long you can get away with bad performances and performances not being up to par. Don't let. I'm not saying you this, but people will let the table and results fool you. That's why we've had people in the chat who don't realize Prime was one of them. Prime didn't realize when me and Eddie was talking on a live on here about Manchester United how bad we are, and then he watched us. I think it was the Fulham game, and then when I said to him, "This is one of our better performances," he was like, "Oh." So this is not me saying United are doing anything. We're not. It's not going to click. You know what I'm saying? It's not because there's nobody to come back. That's what it is. There's nobody to come back to say. If we had 4 or 5 serious players coming back from injury, I go, you know what? Who can turn it around to hear that? Like if someone mentions a Martinez coming back from a defensive standpoint, could Martinez help? Absolutely. He's the only one missing. Man, I'm talking about Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Maino. No disrespect to Maino, even though he just come back. He's a kid. What we talk and offensively, like we talk Diallo. Who else? There's nobody else, and I rate Diallo. I like what I've seen from, but to say you're going to be the guy to transform us, there's not one player who's going to do that. And yeah, we won today, but I'm happy we won, but I'm not letting that. Yeah, Madison, you can throw Casemiro in the mix as well. It's 2 players, and none of those 2 players transform us from an offensive standpoint. Can they help us in terms of defensive and being more resilient and in games? Yes, but we can lose any game. Do not get it mistaken. So that's what it is. I'm not saying we are going to finish. I still stand by everything I've said before this. We just happened to win today because we played arguably the worst team in the league. They're and let's call them a championship side. But we know one thing they are is that they're a championship side. If Luton were in the championship, they wouldn't look at our play scores, therefore.
Just dunking on Luton isn't for every team. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, facts. You know, beating Luton ain't for everyone. You get what I'm saying?
Hey,
so people can't do a cold Sunday night in Luton, man.
Liverpool drew last week.
Being Luton ain't for everybody. That is a fact, mate.
I was looking at the table anyway. One of the preferences is very unlikely we'll win tomorrow. But if we do, we go only 2 points behind Newcastle.
I tell you, bro, this league, man. Like I keep saying, man, it's not as big as much some people are trying to pretend it is. That's why.
I think
Stephanie G big up as well. Yeah, go on, carry on.
I think this league is. I was watching it today because I wanted to go back to the Spurs game, and I was like, I have a problem with Vicario. Vicario being one of Spurs' best players this season is actually a huge problem for Spurs. Because he shouldn't be. You know what I mean? If every game you come out, every game, I think I've looked at reactions. Every game, Vicario is always praised in every game at Spurs this season. That's a big problem. Do you know what I mean? And I said at the start of the season, Spurs would be fun to watch because I don't think they'll defend a lot, and you can see I don't think he has a lot of. I think he has a Kevin Keegan complex where if they score 4, we'll score 5.
You know what? And
you know
that comes back to what I said about the Premier League entertaining.
But also today, I mean, I think this is collectively as a league, I think it's some of the worst attacks in the collect for the first few years. Because if Wolves had a decent striker, they should have battered Spurs today.
I didn't watch it, so I didn't even know.
Yeah, they should have actually. They had Spurs had 6 shots to.
Yeah, bro, when you go and check the stats,
Yeah, it's not even close.
It's much in favor. I think
not even close.
I think because I saw in one of the those comments when obviously I was looking at the app, it was saying how obviously we had our shot on target, which was the goal, and I think up until late in the second half, until that period, we didn't have a single shot on target during the whole period.
Yeah, Cunha is an absolute criminal. That guy, he missed
the chance against us. Yeah,
my God, man! If he could take some percentage of his approach play and add it to his finishing, he'd be a semi-decent striker. His approach play and setting up is great, but the final product is so poor. It's unbelievable. It's just today it was you guys. I've seen the highlights of your game they put on Sky, but Luton had one chance. That Sky
the header. Yeah. That was the one chance.
It was all United, but it was again Højlund. I don't even think
criminal.
Everyone
criminal.
That first Højlund chance. Oh, what a great save! That's a bad finish.
You should have scored.
It's a shocking finish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a shocking finish.
It's a shocking finish, and it's that relying on Lindelof to get you out of it is just.
Another defender scoring, man.
Welcome to 21-22 Chelsea, bro. Do you know what I mean?
We are legit you from last season. That is fact. Before you go, just one thing in that, and just quickly to Jason who says you don't rate Luke Shaw. Isn't that half of Ten Hag's back four from last season got you third though flawless? Here's the thing: big up to you, Jason. People, I'm very particular with the words I choose. So hear what I said multiple times. There's no players coming back who are going to transform Manchester United season. Transform, not improve in a major fashion, not improve in the middle ground, not improve marginally. Transform. I rate Luke Shaw as a centre back. I think he's top quality. As a left-sided centre back, I thought last season he was brilliant. Him as a left back, no. Him transforming our season, no. So the fact that we're relying and waiting on him to come back tells you all you need to know. Again, does he improve us from a centre-back perspective? Yes. I think he's the perfect deputy for Martinez. Perfect. But I don't want to see him at left-back. So that's all I have to say in regards to that. He did well last season. I gave him his props. But transform, no. Not relying on Luke. The fact that we're waiting on Luke Shaw to come back is why we are where we are. Very similar to when people say, oh, player X, he's your best player. Yes, and this is why we've been shit for 10 years. Because players like that are our best players. Insert players here. That's always the thing. Oh, where would you be without such and such? Where are we with such and such?
Where have we been? Yeah.
Yeah. People forget this. The fact that such a player X, player Y, whoever the case may be, is our best player in whatever position is why we are being so bad. I'm saying it's going to take another couple windows for the transformation you're looking for, flawless. Here's another thing, Kingdom. Big up to you. I love to see new people in the chat all the time to dispel myths. I'm not looking for a transformation. I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again. I am not looking for a transformation. I didn't say that yesterday, but I'm saying that now because Kingdom's mentioned this. I am not looking for Manchester United to go and win the Premier League. I'm not looking for us to go and win the Champions League. I'm looking for us to be a functional unit. I'm looking for us to be organized. I'm looking for us to play efficient and effective football. If we played how we played last season, I would have no complaints. If we played that style to a better standard, if we would have went and bought players for that way. So no, I'm not looking for a transformation. I ain't looking for a Prem or Champs. I'm looking for us to be organized. I'm looking for us to be functional. I'm looking for us to look like a football team. The basics. The basics. I'm looking for our attack to look not even competent, cohesive. We don't look like a cohesive unit. We don't look like an organized unit. See, Warrior J said it there. Flawless wants to see a well-organized, just organization. I beg. So no, I'm not looking for no transformation. I'm looking for the basics, and this manager and these players are not providing that. So therefore, everybody should be gone, in my opinion. No way you should be struggling the way we struggled against Luton Town. Why are we in the trenches against everybody? Why? Why? Everybody, whether we win, whether we lose, whether we draw, why are we always in the trenches? Why do we never have comfortable games? Why do you never hear routine home win for Manchester United? You'll hear it for Spurs. You'll hear it for Arsenal. You'll hear it for Liverpool. You'll hear it for Manchester City. You'll hear it for Newcastle. You'll hear it for Brighton. I just named like 7, 8. Why can't we get that? Why is it always life or death? Have we had a comfortable game this season, people, apart from the Carabao Cup game? Have we had a comfortable win? Madison, I didn't even know that. We had 3 shots on target against Luton Town. I didn't even know that. I know one was the goal, one was the Hoyland one he should have scored, and I can't remember what the other one was.
Was it the Rashford one where the goal?
Rashford one.
Yeah.
Why are we in against? They were. Let's not get a mistake. This is no disrespect to Luton.
No.
They were championship side.
You had another header in the second half as well. No, it's more.
No, Hoyland missed. Was it more than 3? I'll check.
No, the goalie saved it. I'm sure.
Did the goalkeeper save it? See, this is how much. I'm gonna check it now. But I understand this point. I bet it wasn't many. I'm gonna have a look now. I literally pull it up.
I'm sure it's more than 3. Oh, Rashford. Well, let's say he didn't save Rashford one and he missed it. But definitely had a header. Was the highlight?
Was bloody awful. Oh no, you're right. You had 4. We had 4.
Yeah. There you go.
We had 4. 4. So Madison, your point still stands. Why are we in the trenches again? Why? Why can a Premier League side? They're a championship team. They're a championship side, and we struggled today. Were we the better side? Yes, but it was still a battle. It was still a struggle. And people will say, "Oh, well, they drew against Liverpool." That's a one-off for Liverpool. I'll take one-offs happening where you perform poorly and you go, you know what? It's just what we had a bad day at the office. Now we don't, but it'll take time. Not every situation is a Postecoglou situation. Klopp, I believe, took 2 full seasons to integrate his system here. So you're missing the point. You said now we don't, so you agree with me. So what are we? So there's nothing to debate. You said now we don't, so you agree with me, Kingdom. We are not a functional unit. That is unacceptable. You should always be an organized and functional unit. Why are you not? I didn't say nothing about nothing special because the first comment you made was, transform. Never asked for transformation. Now you agree with me. Now we don't. So if you're agreeing with me that we're not functional, we're not an organized unit. So why is that okay? You can accept that. Cool. I don't. I'm cool. I'm saying I'm not looking for Postecoglou at Spurs. Let me repeat this. I'm looking for us to be Everton. I always use them as the example because people like crashing on Sean Dyche. They're a functional, organized unit. I know exactly how they're going to play, what they're going to do. And they don't have our talent and our manager's better than theirs. So how come they can do it, but we can't?
You see,
yeah, go on.
I don't. You've got to get out of this new managers thing when you compare them to Klopp and that, especially like his first full season. So we are talking about 7 years ago, so the money's very different. But look at his transfers in. He got the significant players that he brought in are Gini Wijnaldum on a free transfer and Sadio Mane. So it wasn't like it was a steady, it was a few windows thing, but the thing is it was a steady increase in the good football. But it wasn't all good, this football. So not until like really the next summer when he brought Salah in and a few others and stuff like that and got the squad sorted out. But the thing about this is totally different is that 2 summers in a row, Ten Hag has had his choice of the players he wants. You know, it's not been a normal thing where the director of football or whoever brings whoever they want in and the coach has to coach. It's like a European model. So there's no real excuses. You know, I mean, today he brought on bought on Mason Mount, and you've got these still Mason Mount lovers in our fan base. Oh, you changed the game. It's like, what?
No, he didn't.
No goal, no assist.
No, he didn't change the game.
You know what it is?
Hang on. Few passes forward. And I said to Flawless before the no, actually, it's actually on the stream. I said, so he's just back to his usual flat track bully status of bullying relegation teams.
Yeah,
because that's
and he wasn't nothing special. He didn't change the game.
And what did he do? I looked at the highlights. I didn't see him do anything.
And I watched the game. We didn't do nothing of note where you go, oh, like you turned it around for us. Bear in mind, we are playing a championship side. I don't accept it either, but I'm willing to wait because getting another manager in won't change anything. The players are who picked the players. That's why I don't hear this. This is his team. He's picked the players, so he's signed players, he's gave players new contracts, and he's put his arm around players and said, "You're my guy." For example, Bruno. That's his team. Let's go through it. Onana, his signing. Who else was out there? Dalot, you gave a new contract to. Regulon, your signing. Lindelof gave a new contract to. Midfield, Ericsson, your signing. Bruno, you gave the captaincy to. Rashford, your guy, gave a new contract to. Højlund, your signing. Garnacho, you gave a debut to. That's 9. There's only 2 players out there that he doesn't have a hand in being here, which is Maguire and Scott McTominay. 2 players you tried to get rid of first. So I'm not hearing that. That's your team out there. So if the players are shit, which I agree with, the players are awful. But he's co-signed this. He spent, if you spend 300 plus million on a team and the team is still dead, I'm looking at who spent that 300 million. That's your team out there. It's like he's out of his depth, but people still want to just like, I don't get what it is. I actually agree we need new everything. I've said this. Let me just clarify that for people who may be watching who are new. Get rid of everybody. Manager, players, staff, own everybody gotta go. Yeah, because he has to. If he just stuck to the ball, he'd have a team of maybe 6. You need a fully competent squad to compete. A couple bad players can ruin the whole system. Like I said, we're not missing the point I just made. You said the players are shit. They're his players he picked. Therefore, that's on him. But you're just going to defend him regardless. So I'm just going to move on from this. Cool. You stay with that. Run up the likes, people. Yeah. Go on.
No,
I'm tired already.
The funny thing with the Mount thing is that
the players are shit, but he picked the players.
I don't know. Man.
He spent 300 plus million, but the squad is still bad. That's on the manager, but people don't want to hold him accountable. Cool. Just say you like Ten Hag and keep it stepping. That's cool. There's certain people that I like that I will defend and be biased to, but I'm not gonna hit you with any logic. I'll just say I'm a fan of such and such. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan, but go on. Fairs, each of their own, innit?
The hilarious part about the Mount thing is that, you know what it is? Because I saw actually a lot of people say, he had a good cameo today. And it's like, I think a lot of people only said that because United have been so garbage that the midfielders, let's say this, I mean, everybody's been garbage, but the midfielders been so garbage where, like, the standards are so low that they thought he had a good performance, in my opinion. And 2, I also just think that, like you said, that you guys said, it's like, you're talking about Luton Town. Like, it should be concerning that you are priority midfield side.
Hey, before you carry on, hey, Pels, you're my G. No spoilers. Don't do that. I've not watched the final episode of Loki. No spoilers. I bet.
Hey, don't do that. I'm binging that. Don't do that. I'm not even in the chat. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Don't look it. She didn't say nothing wild. I've just not watched the series finale. Yeah. But big up to you, Pels. Yeah, go on. Carry on. No spoilers, I beg, please. I was had to say before she said anything else. Shout out, Pels, though. Yeah, go on. Carry on, gents.
Nah, it's madness. Like, again, it would be concerning if your priority midfield side wouldn't be able to do anything against Luton Town. This is, you know what I mean? Like, it's just smart with United. Like, and then you look at the results and you would think, oh shit, it's not actually that bad, but it's actually really bad. Like, I've seen this movie before, which is the scary thing about it all. Like, it feels like it's all gonna crumble, but we're just waiting for the trigger. When the trigger comes, it's gonna be nasty. Like, if United goes on a run that currently Chelsea is gonna go through this year, obviously we're gonna talk about Chelsea in the City game soon, but let's say United had this run coming up. I don't know if it will be peak like for United right now, in my opinion. Like Luton Town, because I still had United winning, regardless of how I feel about United. I had United winning to that actually, Would I have been surprised if United lost today? No, but they won today because they're all fun.
Yeah,
You see,
facts. And let me just get to this quickly from V1. I dislike when people do this. Big up for the super chat. He says, "Get rid of everyone, but you expect to win versus Everton." Tell me why I said I expect to win versus Everton. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Yeah.
Go on, carry on. Just answer that. But go on.
So here's the thing, Jez, right? So here's their fixtures after the international break. So they go away to Everton, and Everton just picked up a very good victory.
And
they picked up about 3 victories in the last 6 or something like that. So they've got a good, they're
kind of form now.
Yeah. Then they go away to Galatasaray in the Champions League. Yeah, so away, not home. Then they go away to Newcastle. Then they've got us at home. Yeah. Then they've got Bournemouth at home. We're just picking up. I don't know. They've picked up a couple of wins as well. Then they've got Bayern Munich in the Champions. That might be just depending on what happened in Galatasaray. Bayern Munich might just be dead rubber. And then they've got Liverpool. They got Liverpool away, and then West Ham away, and then Aston Villa at home before the New Year.
That's actually a tough run, to be honest.
So I actually
didn't know. That's actually an extremely tough run. Like, unless these men getting their shit together, it's going to be long.
That's on paper at the moment, the way the teams are performing. I know you've won and everything, but like you said, the victory paper's over so many cracks. It's unbelievable, right? But if you look at the runs on there, it's like, because we still got to go to Everton after we play Brighton, and our record's not good up there anyway. But it's like you come back the week. I think it's a Sunday as well. It's not even it's the Sunday late game, I think. So against Everton, it's like that'll be a team that Sean Dyche will look at you guys and go, that team's not going to beat me much on quality. I'm just going to
just heart. You know what I'm saying? Just sheer will. Just sheer will and just being physical and heart and just making it uncomfortable, because we know when these players and this manager faces any adversity, we crumble. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got people in the chat making excuses for stuff. I'm saying, talking about, get rid of everyone you expect to win. Where did I say I expect to win?
So your run of fixtures, were laughed at us for obvious reasons because we were playing. But
anything, we could be playing the team 20th to 15th, and that's a tough run.
You got like back to back, like Liverpool and West Ham away. And then Newcastle away, us at home. Whatever you think of the fixtures and stuff like that, on paper it's like they don't look good. You know what I mean? It's like
that's what it is.
And that Liverpool, everyone's looking at that Liverpool fixture. Because if he's there, he's
not making it through that.
No, but if he's there still, and it's, I wouldn't say you'd lose 7-0 again, but I didn't think you'd lose 7-0 in the first place.
Hey, you know what? We could.
If you get packed by more, if you get packed by 4 or above, then
he's gone.
I think,
and that could happen. Let us go there and score 2. Let us go there and score and let Liverpool score 2 early goals. Say Liverpool go 2-0 up inside 10 minutes. These players will shit it. Absolutely. No will. And we could don't get mistaken, people. Could Manchester United get packed 7 or more? Yes. We're worse there going this season than we was last season. We was worse. We worse now, this season than we was last season. We was in better form and more confident and was a more cohesive unit going there last season, and we got beat 7. So could we go there and get beat? Yeah. I'm praying for a 2-0 loss. Run me a 2-0 loss now. I will take a 2-3-0 loss there now and get out.
Hey, man.
Like Jay said, Liverpool were worse. So Liverpool were worse last season. We were better, and we got packed 7. So now they're a better side, and we're a worse side. It could be record breaking, people. He ain't making it. If he make this is a big IF. If he makes it to the what's it called? If he makes it to the Liverpool game, he ain't making it after that. He gets sacked. And they have to deal with people trying to back him. Well, hey, we move.
That's mad, yeah. So it's like, that's mad, those fixtures. Didn't realise it. Someone to double check. It was like, wonder what your run of fixtures are, because
you could be going after Galatasaray. You could be going after Galatasaray. So you got the
Galatasaray. I think you got. Let me run it again. So,
Newcastle away, Galatasaray away, Newcastle away, Chelsea home, Bournemouth at
that's
home.
What I mean. You've got those
Bayern
three
Munich
fixtures.
at home and Liverpool away.
Yeah, So you got like you got Bournemouth at home afterwards, which probably we'll probably get a scrappy win, probably against Bournemouth. Do you know what I mean? Something like that, same as you usually got against these sides. And you got Bayern. Like I said, the Bayern Munich game. The Bayern Munich game really matters only what happens on the Galatasaray game. Do you know what I mean? So it really only matters. So you could rotate, because if you're not, especially if you've got no chance of even Europa League or something like that, it's So if you've only got 3 points by the time you get to Bayern Munich, and you're not even going to have a chance of getting it, you might just go rotate and play whoever. Yes, you got Liverpool away, West Ham away, and Villa at home on Boxing Day. So,
you can't make it. Like I said, he ain't making it till New Year, man. He ain't making it till New Year. It's a wrap. Show's over, man. He's either getting sacked, people, after the Galatasaray game or after the Liverpool game. They're the two. Mark him in your calendars.
If you get humiliated away to Galatasaray,
which could happen. I mean, a good 3-1 or something like that, in your consolations, your goals are consolation or something like that. Yep.
It's mad because they gave Bayern Munich quite a good game. They gave Bayern Munich quite a good game.
Both games.
Yeah, they gave both games. So, and Bayern Munich are obviously better than you, but it's not the best Bayern Munich side, because I watched them.
Yeah, they ain't good. That's the crazy part. I only watched them against us. They're not a good side.
Defensively, Bayern Munich are crap. Defensively, they are absolutely.
They conceded today 2 goals against Heidenheim.
2 goals. It was 2-0.
Yeah, obviously
someone called Heidenreich or whatever they call. I don't know what they call it.
Flawless after yesterday's Mandem stream with Eddie Ten Hag is considering changing his name by default to 11 Hag. Hey, make sure you go check out the Mandem United from yesterday, people. You'll get the 11 jokes. Big up to Warrior J. It's in the pinned comment, so you can just skip straight to that part of the live stream. But yeah, we got United fans talking about if we finished 11th, that's fine.
If Liverpool even get close to matching the 7, Ten Hag can't even go. He can't even leave on the team bus.
Oh no, it's a wrap. Sack him there. But the 11th was no. Star-Lord was happy with him finishing.
Oh, the 11th,
finishing 11th overall. But you get fans like that. You know what I'm saying? V1 in the chat. If we finished 11th, he'd be like, yeah, keep him. Be happy with that.
Yeah, man.
I'm so sick of that. Why? Of course, man. It's like, oh yeah. So when we had Lampard and we could. If we win the FA Cup but get relegated, I'd still love it. And it was like, what? If we finish 15th but we win the FA Cup, I'll still love it. I said, why? I said, why would I want to finish 15th for an FA Cup? You know what I mean? Give me some. It's very strange. It's, as long as we finish 11th. So if you finish 11th, then what? What's going to happen if you finish 11th? You know?
And just quick, then? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And just the V1 who says, Bill for the super chat says, my bad, you said you're looking to beat Everton, but then said get rid of everyone. Clearly, I'm being facetious with the last part. Come on. We're all sensible. We're all intelligent people here. You know what I'm saying? We don't have stupid people here at Sarcasm City TV. All right, maybe a bit 50-50. But yes, come on. When I say get rid of everyone, I'm clearly being facetious. It's evident. I didn't figure I have to describe when I'm being facetious, but clearly I do. So if anyone's ever confused by anything I say, just ask. But when I say get rid of everyone, of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, actually, I tell a lie. I am saying right now, yes. Because we're not doing anything anyway. Basically, blow it up to clarify, blow it up and start again.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody. Yes.
NBA style. Keep the 2 or 3 gems, roll out the 9 players out and roll in nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying everyone from ownership down to the bottom. And now V1's not new. He just mad because Ten Hag's terrible. That's what it is. So man blame me.
And he's a weirdo.
That's what it is. Man blame me for Ten Hag being bad. Like when my man said yesterday, what did he say?
Well, you kept asking you the same
question.
Not
V1. No. There was someone else. Someone called me condescending, which I found hilarious. Because people keep doing these things and it's more so no, it wasn't V1, it was someone else. More so Arsenal fans.
Kadeem.
Who was it? Was it Kadeem?
Oh, maybe.
All right, yeah, I can't remember who it was, but
so I know it was them two in the chat just going crazy.
Yeah. When people criticize, what's it called? When people criticize Ten Hag and then they want to use Arteta as an example. So then all I said was, what's Arteta done at Arsenal? And then he was like, that's condescending. I'm like, no, did you get the message? Did I lie? If I didn't lie, don't worry about the delivery. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't lie, what we talking about?
You want to wind up Arsenal fans, just say Arteta's getting you to the standards of the last Arsene Wenger days. That's all, you know what I mean? Top 4.
All I'm saying is, yeah.
All it is, you're just going back into being top 4.
I keep saying the same shit about Arsenal. They know much different to what we want under Pochettino. It's not much. Ironically, we finished with more points than them last season under Pochettino. They're literally just a carbon copy of the same thing. It's the carbon copy, and what do all people say about Poch when he was at Spurs? He couldn't get it done. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're saying. So Arteta is 4 years into the job here, or is going into 4 years into the job. He has won a trophy for the team that he didn't build, by the way. The team that he won a trophy with, he didn't build. But the team that he has built and nailed to one bill, he's not even looking close like he can actually win it. Or we all sitting here saying, you know what? Or Arsenal are favorites for the Champions League or the Premier League. Nobody's sitting here there. They're looking at you like a fool if you say that shit. Or you must be an Arsenal fan. Then I can get it.
I wonder when actually fans actually think about when they go, yeah, I need the club in the Champions League. And I often go, what? If you take a look at the big picture, you go, okay, so is your club good enough to be in the Champions League, first of all? Because I know why your owners want to be in the Champions League, because it's more money. But I know it's a financial thing, right? That's all it is really to these owners. It's a financial thing, you know. Only really a few teams are ever going to go in there, like they can fully win it. Because it's like, I'll go like with like Spurs fans. It's like, yeah, okay, so is it good enough? Is your squad at the moment good enough? No, it's not good enough. So if you get in the Champions League, what are you going to do? Are you going to improve the squad? Is Levy going to improve the squad? Because Levy history would say that when you go into the Champions League, he doesn't improve the squad. When you're out of the Champions League, he does improve the squad to a certain extent to try and get in the Champions League, which doesn't make any sense. And it's like Arsenal fans, yeah, we need to be in the Champions League. I need to hear that music. You heard that music for 22 years under Wenger. What good did it do you before? One final and 2 semi-finals. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Just Spotify. Yeah, what did it do? It's like when, it's at least Liverpool fans that you're going to say because they actually go for it. Do you know what I mean? City fans have a weird thing with the Champions League. Even United fans, older United fans will understand, but it's like they'll understand this team's nowhere near good enough to go and even like a fluky run to win the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? And Chelsea fans, well, apart from a couple of years ago, but before that, I reckon it's not been that good. But we still understand, you know. So I just, it's like, oh yeah, when I listen to some joke, we need to finish 5th or 4th, and I'm going, I don't know if the team's good enough to win the Champions League. I really don't. Even go on a fluky run, I just don't think they're good enough. It's like it's only City that are good enough. Liverpool to a lesser extent. When I hear Arsenal fans go, why can't you see us win the Champions League? And I'm saying, well, it's the same as when you say why can't win the Premier League? And I said, well, we haven't done it for 20 years. Why would I believe you can win it now? You've never won the Champions League. Why should I say? Why do you want me to say that you can definitely do it? That's why I never backed them to win the league last season until it was mathematically sure they would. Because to me, them winning the league last season is the equivalent of Leicester winning the league. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, because I didn't believe Leicester. Leicester were 10 points clear at a later stage, and I still didn't believe they were going to win the league.
Yeah, you still thought they were going to get caught. Yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean? It's like, but going back to the United thing, it's like, I think that Ten Hag's really played this wrong. He's got all had it all set up to. If anything goes wrong, the fans will always blame the Glazers. Always blame the Glazers. It doesn't matter what happens. So he's got that shield up there. I just think he needed you. Yeah, I just think he needed to be told no. We'll buy you one of your signings. Who do you want? We don't. Because we don't. The signings that you've made are all his. Do you know what I mean? You can't even say like, "Oh yeah, the board forced the signings."
People tried that. Oh, where is it? No. Like let's not get mistaken. And this is why when I say get rid of everybody, just to clarify for everybody, when I say get rid of everybody, that means the owners, that means the recruitment team, that means scouts, that means medical staff, that means everybody, bar the kit man, the tea ladies, the receptionist. That's it. Everybody else can go. coaching staff, players, everybody can go is the point that I'm making. Because then what Surf is talking about in terms of recruitment, if you have better hierarchy, if you have a director of football, if you have a better recruitment team, if you have better scouts, then all of a sudden you can then, it then enables you to recruit better and recruit players for a style. To Mitesh, who says just get through the season. I've been there, Mitesh. That's what it is. That's why I've said rather than get Ten Hag out, get DOF. That I've said this. Bring me a DOF.
So you get through the season. Okay, so what's the point then if you want the mindset of getting through the season? That means then you should then want the mindset of then planning better for the summer.
Yeah.
So you get everything in now so that you are not slow. Because remember, there's Euros. There's an international tournament this summer as well. So the transfer thing is going to be a bit weird because someone obviously going to have a breakout and they're going to sign them for like 100 million or something like that, like it always happens. But it's like right off the season. So right off the season in terms of what? Like you're going to sack the manager again, or you're still going to go with the manager, but right off the season?
Oh, sorry, I was mistaken. Mitesh might be when I said just get through the season, just get through it so it's over. That's where I'm at.
Right, so
I don't have to watch Manchester United no more. I'm just saying, let it be over. That's where I'm at. Get through the season so it's over.
He's like, Frost is going. But you guys better not get Galatasaray. I swear to God.
Yo, just get me.
If United are out of Europe, it's less games to do any.
I'm not doing Europa League. I've already clarified.
No midweek games.
I do know Europa League games. I'm telling you that now.
I understand.
No, I'm just clarifying for people watching. I'm just not.
I'm not telling you right now, man. If United finish second, they're pairing you up with Mbappe, bro.
They're pairing us up with who?
PSG, man. Mbappe.
Oh fuck, yeah. Yes, definitely, G. That's where I'm at. Fast forward. I'm not even thinking about the future. I'm thinking about just get through this like it's surgery. Just get it over with. Just put me under the knife and get it over with, please.
Flores has loved international breaks.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for this one. Oh, I can't wait.
Well, it's over now. You're not playing for 2 weeks.
I can't wait for I know. Yeah, the international break. Thank God. Thank God.
Flores is going on Flores this week. Oh, I love that announcement of that England squad. Let's talk about
that. Man.
But you know what I'm saying? We can't wait for England versus Malta.
Can't wait, man. Hey, run me Estonia versus Moldova. Oh my life.
Andorra versus San Marino.
Hey, I will be there, man. With a smile on my face.
NBA overtime.
Yeah. I need the NBA. That's why I've been in season. That's where I'm at. Like I'm tired of these motherfuckers.
But you know, putting on the point on the director of football, it's a good point as well. But I was thinking about, do you think there's a situation where obviously I get a director of football in, that director of football gets this much in, but they don't get in line with each other? Because we had that last season actually, because Paratici and Conte, they used to work at Juventus. So you would think they would know what he wants. But Paratici is like, what you want, we can't bring you because either one, they're too expensive, two, the players don't want to come here, or three, they're too old, or don't fit what we're trying to do as a club. And then shit like this just falls out. Do you think there's a scenario that could happen? It
could be because we're stupid enough to do that, because I don't want my director of football or my manager picking individuals. You pick a profile. Bring me a right back that does this, and I've said this before. I say, bring me a right back that does this, and this. I need him to be good. These are the attributes he needs to excel at. Then you bring me a list. Then when we look at that list, let's say there's 5, 6, 7, 8 names on the list. Then we look at that list, and then we look at valuation, look at the age, we look at injury record, we look at them from a character perspective, we look at them from where they play in regards to, are they playing in the Premier League currently? Are they at a major league in Europe? Are they somewhere else in Europe? Are they outside of Europe? If you're bringing me names, we've messed up already. Don't bring me names. Don't bring me, I want Mason Mount and only Mason Mount. Mount's profile's crap, by the way. But if you wanted that profile, go get someone else of that profile. But I could do that. You could have shouted me and I'm down the road and I would have done it for 1% of the money that he was doing it, and I would be a freebie. And I'm Mac born and bred, so I hit the quota. What more do you need? You know what I'm saying? I could do the interviews, chat to the ref, all them type of things. I could go out there and run around and get 0 G&A and just be doing up cardio. Calm.
MUFC TV,
calm.
Do the interviews.
Yeah, calm. We could do the whole 9. Like, that's easy. That's what it should have been, though. Shout out to Jago. He mentioned it when he was on. It shouldn't have been, oh, get me Anthony or no one else. Okay, you want Anthony. Well, we can't get Anthony. So we'll go get a profile. Anthony, you can find an Anthony winger. You
What
can
was
find a
crazy
Mason
about that?
midfielder.
What's crazy about that, Chris? You paid double what you should have.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
You
If you was
paid like
40 M's, we're not paying it no man.
And at the end, near the end of the window, you paid 90.
Foolishness,
Which is
man.
mad.
Like, so yeah, to answer your question, Jez, if that's where we're going with it, then we've gone wrong. It shouldn't be the new, say it is Paul Mitchell and new manager, whoever that case may be, and it's, oh, get me player Y. No. I need my striker to do this, and this. All right, well, here's a list of strikers with those attributes. Here's a winger, here's an attacking midfielder, defensive midfielder, etc. The list goes on. But it's too much common sense for Manchester United. But hey ho, we move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the only thing I could say, because I can't remember if Paul Mitchell was here with I think he was the one that was with us on the pitch. And to be fair, he did work at Spurs. Yeah. Then it was the period. Yeah, because I think one of his better business was Alderweireld, and it was getting the Southampton guys, and then like Sissoko. Well, now Wanyama. Who else came as well? We had Wanyama coming in. I can't remember the Southampton guys that brought in again, but I know he brought 3 of them to Tottenham. And
Alderweireld.
Yeah, him. He brought on obviously Wanyama, and then one more. I can't remember now. Man, it's been a minute.
Was it? No, hang on. Was it Walker Peters? Was it?
No, it wasn't Walker Peters. He went to Southampton.
Was his son?
No,
some was at Leverkusen.
Was it?
Yeah, but it wasn't him who recruited him, I think.
No, I know, because when I was looking at his Wikipedia page, they did mention some players he brought in. I just couldn't remember off the top of my head who he was.
I think he was involved in terms of the recruitment, in terms of getting sure that you're getting the contract signed and everything, but he wasn't the one who scouted him or identified him. He helped to build part of this plan that we built, to be fair to him. So it's like he's a good DOF, but then I heard rumors about him and Punch not getting along as much all the time when he was there. So it's like, I don't know, but then again, it's always about environments. That's the DOF and the manager get along, with the owners making the environment as peaceful as possible. Like, because some owners, they have like way too much input or way too much restrictions onto what they want to what they want DOFs to do. I think that's what was probably a part as well why somebody like Ratney ended up leaving Man United, because
and that's just us making a mess of it per usual, like trying to do the right thing. And this is why I don't trust them to do anything. I've said this before. I don't trust these people to do nothing. That's why when I say what I prefer, I get rid of him, 100%. But do I? What's it called? Do I think it works? No. We gotta get rid of everybody. Everybody from top to bottom. Big up to V1 for the super chat. Says Jay, I'm not new, but been here a lot and supporting the channel. That is facts. Flawless and I have different views, but I'm here. That is facts. You know what I'm saying? V1 is here often. So big up to me even though you disagree. I don't know how he's backing this, but hey, we move. I say United just, But anyways, continue to run up the likes. Big up to Stephanie G. We're at 47 likes. You be on that. Girls up to 60 likes, people. Like check 1212. Hit that like button, please. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Big up to sorry, that super chat just took me off guard. You did one yesterday as well. You taking a piss, movie. First and foremost, big up for the super chat. Much appreciated, he says. Not super chatting £10 anymore. Only 11.11. Big up Starlord. Hey, Starlord, you are a legend. Yes, Ruby, let us know in the chat how it is. He says, Jay Warrior and all the chat. Big up to you. Hey, large up for you for this. This is this. I wish Eddie was here, man. I wish Eddie was here to see this. 11th?
You better send him a screenshot.
I am, yo. I'm gonna let him know. Oh, Jesus. It is crazy. But Smoothie, big up for the super chat. And let people know in the chat. They want to know how you've super chatted that amount as well. But much appreciated, man. All super chats are much appreciated for real. Like, trust me. For real. Large up. And continue to hit the subscribe button as well. Because we're only at how many subscribers we are? Not enough. That's how many subscribers we're on. Not goddamn enough.
Definitely. If you want to add 8,600 more, then please do.
Please do. Someone's got 8,600 burners.
We've got 8,600
burner account.
And you can simultaneously simultaneously press the subscribe button at the same time, then yeah, do it. You know.
Facts. And we're still 3 short of 8,600 subscribers. I'm only asking for 3 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. Continue to get your questions in. Keep a Manchester United, Chelsea, or Spurs related. Don't worry, we're going to get Surfer's thoughts on the game against Manchester City as well. Don't worry about that. But Spooby, if you got a question, let me know as well. But obviously, you just hear running jokes with this super chat. But if you got a question, I'll get to it. Let me see what else. I did start some of the better questions. But of course, if you want to make sure your question gets answered, people, then do indeed super chat. Sheik, I know you said it earlier. I am going to get to the Trippier Newcastle thing. That is crazy as well. But yeah, we'll go to it right now. Surfer, thoughts? You got Manchester City coming to town. Obviously, you off the back of a big win away at Tottenham Hotspur. Thoughts? You take any confidence from the Spurs game going into that, or do you just look at it like totally different and be like, it's Manchester City?
No, it would have been nice if we beat Brentford, because then we'd be in 18 points instead of 15. So then I could just look at this game and just go, yeah, it's more, I don't like the term, but for us, it's more or less a free hit in terms of we're not supposed to win this game. We're not supposed to draw this game whatsoever. No one's expecting us to. Again, listen, if they want to do what Spurs tactics did and send 2 men off, fine, but I fear them more with 9 men than Spurs. So, you know, it's one of those. So it'd be like then they would play a high line. So, you know,
I fear them with 7 men, to be honest.
I think that what Ange said, I fear them with 5. They play 5 guys to beat most teams in the league. You know, it's one of those. No, listen.
Jesus.
Kevin De Bruyne's not there, and he's usually been a real dagger to us, like scoring a lot of important goals or something like that. But it's like, I know John Stones is out, but I don't think that will impact them much. Luckily, Haaland's not in any form, only scoring 2 goals in midweek. So he's not in any form, really. You know, stuff like that. Phil Foden's not playing well. Jack Grealish is not really coming into any form. Doku's a bit shit. Who else? Rodri's back and hasn't really improved at midfield. Let me see. Listen.
Easy peasy, yeah?
Yeah, easy peasy. Jackson's in red hot form, so you know.
Facts, he is coming off he is the most informed striker in the league right now.
So you know, most informed striker in both teams because he scored 1 in Haaland this week. So hold that, Haaland.
What scrubby is, man, Haaland.
Yeah, you know, put it. He's going against YB, so we say I won't call him by the full name.
Yeah. Just call him YB.
But yeah, no, seriously. I don't know. I think as long as we don't get an absolute pasting, like an actual demolition job, even if they win by 3-0, it's not like a real, like if it was a real dominating display. Listen, I expect Poch to do what he did against Arsenal. I don't know if Jackson starts. I really don't. I could see him lining up as he did against Arsenal with sort of that box quartet of Palmer, Gallagher, Enzo and Caicedo, and Sterling and possibly Mudryk starting or something like that. I could see that. But yeah, listen, you take anything out of that, and you know, this is how shit this league is that I think we've generally. Oh, hello. Oh,
yeah,
no, I'm here. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. We listened. It's just jazz. It's jazz. That's what it is. It's jazz. Jazz background noise. It threw me off yesterday as well.
I was good. I'm reading myself real quick. That's why.
So yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's doing a mannequin challenge.
Hey, this is what Dyer did for the goal.
So
Manchester United's attack.
Listen, we can take anything off them in terms of a point, 3 points, then yeah, it'll be a big bonus. Yeah, I just can't see it happening. That's all. I just can't see it happening. Not even a draw. I really don't. I think we'd have to take something. Listen, we'd have to use set pieces well when we get the chance, and really have so much concentration for that full 100. I'm not even going to say 9 minutes, or let's say 100 minutes of football for us to get something out of that. If we can, the midfield battle is going to be interesting. Rodri's obviously there; he's the best DM in the world. I just wonder who they put beside him whether they dropped like a Bernardo. I forgot. I didn't even mention him. I forgot Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, that
as
goal
well.
he scored was ridiculous last week. The goal against who did really pat Bournemouth 6-1. Yeah, it was Bournemouth. The chip at the end. Whew.
Whether they're going to play him, whether he's going to be out wide or something like that. It's just, it'll be interesting to see. And Reece James obviously going to start. I just don't. Yeah, I just can't see us really getting anything, and that's why before when I looked at the run of fixtures, I immediately took out Man City because I just think it's just logical to do so, and stuff, and then we move on from there. Essentially, it's just what you said about this league. I just don't. I think we generally played better than Man United this season, and we're somehow 6 points behind.
It's most of the league.
And I'm just saying, yeah, it's just honestly get through this game. Because we've got Newcastle the when we come back, but tomorrow's game. Listen, it's football. Anything can happen, but logic dictates that we won't get anything from this game at all. Unless some shenanigans and shithousery happens. And I don't know if we've used all that.
Bring more free red cards, man. Yeah, you used all that against Spurs.
I think we used our shithousery stuff at Spurs.
Everybody, we used it against Liverpool. Chelsea did it against us.
Hey, United, hey, how about we use it? You know what I'm saying? Somewhere, please. I bet.
You used it against Wolves. You did it against... They used it against Wolves when Nana literally knocked somebody out.
Yeah, that was a close line from hell. It's
not our fault that United.
Screw that, Jess. They used it against Copenhagen in the last minute of the home game. In the last minute.
Fucking and we out here.
At least not Anfield was going to.
And to Midtash, you said Mount could still be an integral part if they had better players around. I'm not saying he's good, but he can improve. Before I get to that, Midtash, agree, Mount can improve. But at his best, he's good. And as my bro Flawless makes clear, good ain't good. Thank you, Ed. When was good ever good enough for Manchester United? Why is good all of a sudden now acceptable? Yeah, go on, Surfer. Go on.
Matesh's message I've seen for the past 3 years on Chelsea streams. Matesh's message about Mount. So, but there's we get good players around him.
Okay, cool. Well, how come he hasn't got a calendar? How come he hasn't got a goal in the year 2023? Let me clarify that, people. He hasn't scored in the year, not from the start of the 2022-23 season. From the 1st of January up until now, with the 12th of November, he has scored the same amount of goals as me, Surfer, and Jez in the Premier League.
I don't think he's got any assists either.
So he's got the same amount of assists as Jez, Surfer, and myself. And you, Matesh. In the calendar year. The calendar year. The whole year. I think it's all comps. I think it's all comps.
Because he did get an assist for you in the Carbo against Palace, right? From the corner.
The Premier League.
Open play.
So he has no open play assists per usual. But hey, this is the guy.
He's not even in double-digit figures for open play assists in his entire career in the Premier League. And that's what's going on now.
We've been through that stuff the other day.
Fifth season. I mean, Cole Palmer's on 2 or 3. Already.
Should have been more, to be honest.
Oh yes, he should have been more. I know he got one against you lot because he just smashed the ball forward.
The all count, man. I tap in this an open goal, open play. Those are the all count.
That's all he did, yeah. No. Hey, come on. RGNN Sarcasm City TV OGs is high.
I think she's just talking about us, not the game.
Right. I mean, I scored a goal in. I scored a goal today.
Yeah, that header was a banger, actually. Make sure you go check that out, people. EAFC 24 Pro Clubs on the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel. The link's underneath in the description. We're live there on a regular basis, running EAFC 24, running GTA, which, now I've said it, I might see if the man them are about afterwards because I do fancy running some GTA
so close to 100 now. So close to getting on my car's bulletproof.
I do actually fancy running some GTA as well, so you may get a GTA stream. I'm not going to lie, people. I do fancy running some stuff. I'm literally going to message the group chat in a set. Malcolm, good to see you in the chat as well. Go on.
I think, was it during the week, Flawless just randomly went, who wants GTA after the Copenhagen game?
I just messaged. I was just like, let's win it. I said win it. You know what's crazy? I think I said it before. Did I message before? Or was it during the game?
I think it was during. I think it was
Well, yeah, that
during.
tells you
I
what you
think
need to
lost
know,
it. Yeah,
man.
you went.
Hey, fuck
You
him,
had
man. You had to
padded
let
aggression.
you had to let off
And
the
even on,
frustration.
I can't remember even if it was on the stream, but he was very. He didn't. Flores wasn't joking with himself. He didn't even like our banner. He was just. He was like,
Yeah, it was both.
he
Yeah,
said
yeah,
he was
yeah.
going to
It's
kill
when I
us
joined
on
the party. Yeah,
He
it's when I
said
joined the
he
party.
was going to blow us up on the stream.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. I was like, yo, shut you, man, up, innit? You know what I'm saying? And I know, man, are asking in regards to T.O., you asked about UFC. No, there is no UFC show. I don't watch UFC, so there's no UFC show on Sarcasm City TV. However, once I get some hosts for it, then I will do it. Because we did have the walk to the octagon. Obviously, we got the boxing show, big fights, big nights only. There just hasn't been any big boxing bouts. But if like this Wilder and AJ fighting on the same night in Saudi happens, we'll discuss that. That'll be over on the Kick people. So don't worry about that. Continue to run up the likes. Only at 58 likes, 70 likes before we close out, people. Keep your questions, Manchester United, Chelsea, or Spurs related.
Just a point, and I don't like to talk about referees, but how the hell does Anthony Taylor get relegated to the Championship 1 week and then get this game the next week?
Wait, is he Chelsea City?
Yeah, he got Chelsea City.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, because he only got relegated for one
But
week.
that's what I'm talking. How the hell does he not get Palace Everton? Do you know what I mean on his return if he's coming back after 1 week and he gets this game? What a joke! What a joke that is. What a joke! He's not even the best ref. I don't know how he gets these games. It's like Michael Oliver's a better ref than him. Do you know what I mean? It's like
even Anthony Taylor gets a couple of Champions League matches too, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I'm talking about. It's just these bald refs. That's what I mean, man. They just, I don't know what it is. They just the gleam, the light hits their baldness, and it just blinds them.
They're saying 4-letter word, man.
Just quickly, Paul B, I'm gonna get to this. Actually, Ed, I'll get to your comment in a sec. Big up for the super chat. Paul, I remember you last time because you dropped a big super chat in one of the previous streams saying the same thing. So big up. I hope you're good. Much appreciated for the super chat. He said, yes, flawless, what's good? I'm blessed. I'm saying love live streaming. Good to see everyone here. Mine is Manchester United. I'm all good. I hope you're blessed too. He says, big up the panel. He says, bruv, keep the belief in Ten Hag. He will turn the ship, God willing. Respect the content as always. Everyone watching the video, smash the like button. God bless. Bless to you. You know what I'm saying? God bless to you as well, Paul B. I can't see it, Paul. I'm sorry. I can't. I tried. Go back and watch streams from weeks ago where I was at bargaining. There's 5 stages of grief, people. I was at bargaining for weeks where I was like, please just revert back to what you did last season. And then there was a game where it hit the point and I was just like, he's just not going to do it. I tried. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in a relationship and you know your partner's not shit and you give them every opportunity to show you that they've changed. And it's like, yo, this girl just ain't shit. Like, that's just what it is. He just, when girls say, oh, such and such, he can change. No, he can't. He's a prick. Like, that's just what it is. Not Ten Hag. I'm using that as a relationship analogy. So we've all been there.
You're talking about Tristan. So basically, you're talking about Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, thinking, oh, he's cheated on me 5 times, so he's gonna stop now. Why?
Yeah,
once you can point to him saying, oh, he made a mistake, she made a mistake. If someone repeatedly cheats on you, they're gonna stop. Cheat with 5 different girls. He's gonna stop at 6.
Hey,
make that make sense. Make that makes nonsense. Like, that's just what it is. So yeah, Paul, I hope you're right and he does turn it around. I just can't see it. I really can't see it. I can't, not in the slightest. I can't. But Paul, big up for the super chat, much appreciated. Warrior J says roll to 200 subscribers. Yeah, we've gone over 150 subscribers on Sarcasm City TV Gaming. So yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like I said, you get EAFC over there, 24. You get those streams over there, career mode. I'm going to do a player career mode as well because someone asked me about that, where you can pick one individual player. So I'm going to do that for you lot as well. Definitely do that over there. Fucking bad in career mode, I'll tell you that much. I run pro clubs, also GTA. Sheik mentioned it to me yesterday. NBA as well. I'll be running that at some point once I actually get the game, etc. And yeah, Ed, this is it. Our fan base been accepting toxic relationships for too damn long. He's showing you. Man's literally, your partner's literally on camera on a date with somebody else. You catch them in bed with someone. Oh, it's not what he looks like. How much more evidence? It's not even a date. It's in bed. You walk in they're in the bed.
It's just too cold. It's just chilly.
I'm saying like the heaters are working, so we had to cut.
We had to wrap up. There you go. But you're naked. body heat,
Yeah,
bro. You know what I mean?
body
Body heat, bro.
heat,
Yeah,
yeah,
body
body
heat.
heat.
Yeah, body heat.
Like, word to Eminem from Guilty Conscience, man. Surely, when he said, when Dre asked him and said, surely there's a good explanation to this, and he said, what, she tripped, fell, and landed on his dick. Yeah, that's the explanation. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Like,
Several
come on,
times.
people.
It was
Several
dark.
times.
Turn the
Like,
light
what are
on.
we
Turn the
doing
light
here?
on. Save electricity, cost of living. You know, stuff like
What are we doing here, people? Like, come on, man. Come on. Hey, big up Tony as well, man. I need to get you on the channel. I'm gonna do that, Tony. Over international break, I'll shout you 100%, and we'll sort something out. Big up to my guy Tony. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. Arsenal fan doing great work over on his channel. And like he said, smash that like as well. And I wanted to get to so this was Mount's last. Is this his last open play assist? November 2022 versus Dynamo Zagreb.
The home game, it was a home Champions League game against Zagreb. I think it was a 1-1 draw. I think.
His last open play assist was November 2022.
Might be, yeah.
We need to actually debunk this whole thing. What does he actually offer on the pitch other than actually just running around?
Cardio.
Yeah, this is what I mean. That's running around.
That's it. It's just cardio.
He's a human bleep test.
No, I can't force him. He's so unbelievable.
He's a human bleep test. That is brilliant. Look at what my club's doing. Oh yeah, today I didn't even mention it, yo. When Ericsson got injured, if anyone knows about what the injury is, let me know. And he brought on McTominay. Our midfield was McTominay, Mount, Bruno. I was like, oh, the mercy.
And to be fair, it wasn't as bad as Højbjerg and.
That midfield makes your midfield today look like
your midfield's competent. It's just Højbjerg. You got Sa, you got Basuma there. Like at least they're competent.
Bro, I was just looking at it. I think Gallagher's got more assists in this calendar year than Mount's got. I think he's got like 2 or 3.
Mono probably has less assists than Pansu from Luton in terms of open play assists.
My God. He's got
I believe the guy is a scrub. He's a bona fide scrub. He can't pass. He can't shoot. He can't pass. He doesn't know what to do with his feet.
I bet he was great. I bet he was great at cross country in secondary school. You know what I mean? When he said, I don't know about you, probably you, Jez, probably you thought it was closer, but he said that like the PE teachers in school they didn't really do much, like train you to do anything and do that lesson. Let's go for it like once a year. Let's do the cross country or some shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Send you out to like some field they rented or something like that. And you had to run across it. Screw that! I just cut across the field. You know what I mean? What you do is you don't place in the top 20 because then you send you to a national one. So it's like just wait for like 20 other people to go forward about that. Yeah, so it's like no, I've been saying it for 3 years. Give me 3 on the ball qualities he excels in consistently.
Facts.
Yeah, and you can't do it because everyone who defends him will go, "Oh yeah, I've been in a lot of spaces this few months. Oh yeah, he's elite. He's got an elite shot. What? What do you mean he's got an elite shot? Elite shot means he's bagging all the time. What are you talking about? He's got an elite shot.
Facts.
Elite shot at what? It's always side foot, like all these all this generation does now. It's like side. It's a curved side foot. Do you know what I mean? They're trying to place it. Elite shot. What are you talking about?
How about you man just smash it old school?
Yeah, just fucking put your laces through it. All this.
Put it into the fucking net, man. Yeah. It's not rocket science.
Put it in the mixer, Sam. Right? Put it in the mixer.
Get it in a fucking mixer, mate. Hey, Jay, big up to you as well, man. Final few questions, people. We're going to close out very, very shortly. Right? We're at 60 likes. We are going to close out very, very shortly as well. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel, people. The link's underneath in the description. Warrior J's dropped it in the chat. I will. Make sure you subscribe over there. I think the man them are about for GTA. So I may like
TJ said about 30 minutes.
TJ said if you're about as well, then that means we can actually do like some missions like where there's 4 of us and we can attempt to run some heists. Like that'd be fun.
When we do heists, I'm just simply there for chaos. Not Snoop stands for chaos when I blow stuff up.
Actually, that he said TJ because he's gone to the PS version, 4 version. His guy is lower, but we'll pattern it. We'll do some. We'll figure it out. Because he's like level 10 or something.
I just
Go.
need to get to 100, then I can bulletproof all my cars.
I don't even think you need to be 100 because I remember when I used to.
I'm
No,
not
it does. It
bulletproof,
says it on
and
there. It says
I'm
it
not
on there.
100.
So it's locked.
No,
It's locked.
Is it locked?
Not
Oh,
your,
it's
not
locked.
your. No,
Right.
sorry. Just normal cars you buy, not the Kimura. That's already
Oh,
bulletproof.
okay.
Yeah, it's just like if you
okay.
bought like you know the car I've got with the guns.
Yeah.
That's not. I need to get that 100% bulletproof. Although the Kimura is not really. Side note, sorry, it's G10. But the Kimura is not really bulletproof because you can get killed in it.
No, you can
when
if
they
they're too
shoot through
close.
the window.
Yeah,
They
they're
shoot
too.
through the
If
window.
they're too close, so that's why you just got to be
Yeah,
from
that's what I mean.
distance. That's where I'm
Yeah.
from distance. And Sheik, I did mention it. I started the Trippier thing. We're gonna get to it as well. And
Oh,
Warrior J
yeah.
says during Fulham game, flawless Mount Bruno McTominay. Side during Luton, Mount Bruno McTominay. See, Warrior J's here often enough. He knows. He even put the and the side. He even put the that I say and the side that comes after. Anyone who's watched me for long enough knows that's exactly what I'd say. Mark Bruno McTominay, they know. You know,
Hey,
Warrior J knows.
That's your version of Skipberg this year.
Oh my God.
I'm just trying to think.
Just so unathletic, just unenthusiastic, uninspiring.
Hey, passion though.
Everything.
Passion though.
I can't think of what that. I can't even think of. Yeah, that's just mad. I don't.
It gives you nothing. You get nothing defensively, you get nothing offensively. That gives you nothing. That midfield.
See,
The only
actually,
thing,
you know
can I
it's
just
the
say
group,
that midfield? The only thing offensive about that midfield is the actual midfield itself. It's offensive to have that in your midfield, right? That midfield three is offensive to my eyes. Okay, do you know what I mean? I watched Saeed's. Have you seen Saeed's match reaction after it's like that? It just went. I'll paraphrase. He just went, it was some of the most boring football he's ever watched in his life. Like that. Absolutely.
I watched this. Like, United.
We suck.
United, it's actually bad. Actually, I don't feel bad. Like, because I went through that shit last season. Can't. I don't know, man. United. It's just that. You know what the hilarious part is? There's going to be people in international break saying, "How can Man United turn it around?"
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. When Bruno stat pads against whoever Portugal face, because he apparently plays differently for Portugal than he does for United. When he gets like a hat trick of assists or a hat trick against like Liechtenstein or whatever they play, something like that.
Some nonsense.
Yes,
when McTominay scores for Scotland in a losing effort or something like that. When Mount scored, even Southgate's not picking Mount, United fans, right? That's how bad it is. You know what I mean?
Even Gareth Southgate, the pennies drop.
Gareth Southgate, right?
Not for calling for Mount though.
I mean, that should be a red warning to you. I mean, the man still picked Maguire when he hardly played. He's not even picking Mount. Do you know what I mean?
Mount don't even play. You don't even start for us. Even Ten Hag's figured it out.
Yeah.
Even Ten Hag's figured it out. Or he's what was it? Oh, the players in front of him are playing well. Who?
I don't know if I was Mason Mount, because he probably won't realise this. But if I was Mount on that bench today and McGaffel was like going, I think, did he come on when it was 0-0?
Yes, it was 0-0.
Imagine your because this isn't not like he's just coming back from injury. He's been available since like late September, early October for being back from injury, right? Something like that. Not this bullshit excuse that Ten Hag did in the press conference that we can't integrate him because of the injury. Shut up. It was there for like early July or whatever.
He was here in the season, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but imagine this won't go to man. It'll probably go over his head. Imagine your manager turned to you and went, "I need you to unlock Luton." Do you know what I mean? It's like I need you. I'm so desperate to beat Luton. I need to bring you on. If I was like a player that was playing well, I might refuse to come on because I go, why do you need me to beat Luton? Do you know what I mean? You've got Bruno out there, you've got McTominay out there. Did Amrabat start today?
No, he didn't start.
No, he didn't. It was Ericsson, McTominay, Bruno.
Bloody hell. Jesus Christ. The pace in that midfield. Electric.
Making the Flash look like a joke.
It really just sucks. And to Sheik, we'll get to this before we do close out. Thoughts on the Trippier thing, flawless. Did I miss it? I'll go back if I did. I think it just shows the passion from both sides. Of course, fans are upset. Newcastle, they've just lost 2-0 away at Bournemouth. And Trippier's felt a way about it. Like, I don't know if I've only seen a small snippet, so I'm guessing there's more. Maybe the fan said something that Trippier really didn't like. maybe the criticism did go over the top in Trippier's eyes. Like I said, I'd love to see a longer version of it, but you could see him saying, "Do you see how many injuries we've got?" And the fan, from what I seen, didn't say too much back. What he's saying, "Have you seen the injuries we've got?" Which is fair. However, you still have enough to beat Bournemouth.
Has anyone realised he actually don't know geography? It's literally top to bottom of England. That trip.
Bournemouth is far.
It's not.
Well.
It's not. This is talking about
coast.
We're not talking about East Coast or West. East Coast to West Coast. We're talking near the top.
North and south.
North to south. Literally. And we're talking a late game as well, not a 3 o'clock kickoff or anything like that. So we'd have finished at about 7:30. Then you got to get out of that frigging stadium. You got to get to we all know trains are very on time in this country, and there's no delays and stuff like that. They don't stop for having a leaf on the line like they do, all that. You got to get back. My thing would be this. I don't know if actually Trippier understood him. Given probably he's got a very thick northern Geordie accent to begin with, so he probably asked him several times what he said.
I'm gonna try to find it.
I can understand both sides. We're only getting a snippet of the video. Sometimes you need to see a full edit of what was actually said, because sometimes, look at this overpaid footballer telling this. I can understand fans annoyed. What the Trippier makes in a week is probably what this guy won't even make in like 7 years from his job or something like that. Serious. Or what? Okay, let me say 3 or 4 years or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and like they probably would have had to. What's the journey? I can't even think about.
That journey's crazy.
Usually London to.
There it is. This is it.
Like trains about anywhere from 5 to 6 hours.
So yeah, that's it. Again, for those that didn't hear it, 1 second. So he walks over to him.
I'm sure he's gone over to.
Yeah. He said, "Did the lads not give everything?" You can see that he's annoyed. So maybe something else did happen.
When I saw the video, like you can see that he's angry, but then again, it's
he said the fans gave everything. You know what I'm saying? Did you see how many? So I see both sides. I can see why a fan would be frustrated. I also see why Trippier would respond back.
Because I can probably relate for myself as well. Like sometimes, like one of the moments where, like, because they lost also to Dortmund midweek. So you just lost to Dortmund. You're coming to Bournemouth and you're losing to Bournemouth now as well. Like for certain players, it can be just very frustrating. And some guys have like that thing of like, I don't really need to hear that right now from you guys. And when some people, they go over the top when they say some stuff, but then they don't understand the circumstances. Even though they think what they said is nothing wrong, some people is like they just get annoyed super quickly. And I think Trippier is just the type of person that's just like, you know what, I just can't hear that right now because like.
Sure.
And even after the game, he explained himself. Talking about how again the injuries, talking about how it's just a difficult period right now, and the fans need to back them.
Yeah, I'm sure Trippier went over there like they usually did to clap the fans, and I'm sure this guy was just very, you guys played shit or something like that. You didn't give your all or something like that, and it's very emotional after a defeat. That's why when you get the managers afterwards, sometimes they're a bit emotional. And when it comes to fans, they're always going to be the more emotional about anyone attached to the club. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. But it's like I'm just trying to figure out this Newcastle fan prior to the takeover. We're seeing shit. We're seeing more regular Bournemouth results, losing to guys like Bournemouth, than what he has been used to for the past 18 months, coming up 2 years. Do you know what I mean? And so it's like the progression at your club. Are you isolating just this game, or is it an overall thing? Because if it's just isolating the game, no problem. But if it's an overall thing, I really think you need to step back and go, do you remember this time 2 years ago when we said Mike Ashley and Steve Bruce in charge? We were in the relegation zone.
Like, you have to understand where you're at. Like, you're not in a terrible situation. You're what, seventh in... Wait, one sec. Like, seventh in the league.
I think they're around their own seventh.
Yeah, you're seventh. You're seventh in the league, through in the next round of the Carabao Cup. All right, it's looking not good in Europe, but you can still get out of the group. You could still end up in Europa League, which would be so fantastic for you lot.
The funny thing about even if they don't get, let's say for argument's sake, they don't get Europe, I don't think it's the end of the world, in my opinion. I mean, you see the injuries that they even are dealing with right now as well.
But what are they? So the thing is about Newcastle is there's a big fallacy about Newcastle. They're a big club. They're not a big club. They have a big stadium, and that's the difference. It's like Sunderland.
Stadium, yes.
Sunderland have actually got. Well, yeah, exactly. It's what they already have. They've had a big stadium, apart from two seasons in the mid-90s where they ran United a bit close, and a couple of things in the early 2000s where they finished in the Champions League for a couple of seasons. They've done nothing. Yeah, we got to a few cup finals, I suppose, a few couple, but nothing again. You know, they've done nothing, and it's like, I'm just perplexed. I'm just perplexed by this whole, like, if it's isolating the one game, fine. But look at your injury record at this moment in time. Wow. But then if you're not, and you're in the Champions League, right? You haven't been in Europe for 20 odd years, in Champions League for 20 years. Some of your players haven't even probably played Champions League. You're going to Dortmund with an injury record to begin with, and it's just a learning thing, right? Your guys aren't going to do what Abramovich did and spend 200 million in the first summer or something like that. You can't, because of your turnover. You simply cannot, due to FFP. You cannot spend that amount because you didn't make that amount because you weren't successful to do that. Do you know what I mean? So and I'm sure Tripp, like I say, I think Trippier only reacted. He probably heard some really nasty abuse.
You probably heard something, yeah, because he walked over and he was like, "Did the lad?" Because the key words in what he said is, "Did the lads not give everything?" So did he hear something that made him respond to? Because that's specific, like in response to certain. Did the lads not give everything?
Because I mean, because you know, it's for players sometimes as well. It can be heartbroken when fans say some shit when you really feel like you have done so, you have tried your hardest.
Yeah, you've done everything, and it was just a off day.
Exactly, because these things are opinion. Like sometimes we can analyze games and say, "Hey, you know what? You probably didn't do everything," but in your mind, the game just finished. You did feel like you tried your best. So it's like it's one of them where I feel like I can understand Trippier now. I know Trippier's personality. Like he's not somebody that just would go up to somebody and just trying to be rude to. Like I don't see him. I don't view him like that. Innit? Like he's one of the leaders for a reason. He's a captain for a reason for them.
Let's look. So this is Newcastle's starting lineup, right? Let's start it today, yeah? So Nick Pope in goal. Then you've got Lewis. So they played 4-3-3 according to Google. So the back four was Lewis Hall, Shaw, Lascelles, Trippier. Midfield was Longstaff, some guy called Miley, Joe Willett. Yeah, then up front they had Joe Linton, Anthony Gordon, and Almiron. Okay, so no Callum Wilson, no Isak. They're both injured. Okay. This is their bench. Matt Ritchie, who I didn't like until he played against Man United. I didn't even know he was still at the club. Someone called Kraft. Then Livramento, Parkinson, Dubravka, Dummett, Gillespie, Diallo, Murphy. I mean, what the hell is that bench? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. What are you supposed to do?
You had Bruno G.
You know Bruno G? Yeah, I think he's suspended, right?
He was suspended. Tonali's obviously out because of the ban.
Tonali's out. Wilson and Isak are out. Harvey Barnes is out.
Harvey Barnes, you know, do you know how big that is?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's and yeah, you could then go, yeah, but then that 11's good enough to beat Bournemouth.
Which it is, yes, but then you have to show some, it is, but you just have to still show some like realism, like, all right, we might have had an off day.
But then the issue is because people forget, like so I mentioned, some of these guys never play Champions League football. No, don't like. So some of these guys are not even used to playing twice a week. I'm definitely sure their 11 somewhat was kind of similar to the team against Dortmund. Or players did came on against Dortmund as well. So you had to travel away to Germany. You had to travel to Germany away as well. So it's all like I said, Newcastle are just currently going through a phase right now. Like it's not all. I feel like maybe the fan. It could be a situation where the fan felt like, you know what, we are just so much better now, and it's just I can't believe we lost to Bournemouth. But it's like this is why. So they got
Callum Wilson, Isak, Harvey Barnes, Sven Botman, and Dan Burn are injured. and Bruno G suspended.
The whole
for this
Tonali
game,
as well.
and
He's basically
Tonali
your whole
out,
first
and Tonali out
first
for
11.
next
It's
season.
like your whole first
You're
11.
looking at first 11 nearly all that. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Your
like,
first 11.
and even then,
You see why I don't get.
we should still be Bournemouth. Hey, not many clubs can take points off Bournemouth at home this season. We took one, so it's all good. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those. It's like, but overall, it's like Wolves beat City. That's fine.
And Spoopy just to get to the super chat says, when to show some chest, Wolves beat City. I'll let you respond to this before we close out, fam.
All right. Well, first of all, I thought it was like they were pleasing me to do something on stream before I read it, doing it properly. So I'm not going to do that.
Okay. You've
People's super chat. Tell you right now.
Okay, he thinks a lot of himself.
No.
Hey,
Wolves beat City. Now, let's take this into context, right? And we've already seen how highly impactful Rodri is for Man City team. Rodri wasn't playing that game. Okay, it was one of the first games that they were out with. And you're right, Wolves did beat City. I understand that, but I don't have any confidence in my team to beat City. That's all. I just don't. They haven't earned my. Now, if we'd have packed Spurs properly 8 or 9-1, I would still go, yeah, but we're still against 9 men. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I said, I fear City were just playing 5 players. So 11, it's just something we haven't beaten City since the Champions League final in any game, and they beat us 4 times last season. They knocked out of both cups last season, and they beat us in the league. So we've not beaten them since the Champions League final. So we haven't beaten them for 2.5 years in any game whatsoever. So
just the mad thing is, like, I feel like people just because Team A beat this Team B doesn't mean that any team can do that same thing. Like we beat City last year. I think not last year. The season before, we beat City away, I think it was, and then we lost to Burnley the game after. That it works like that.
Oh yeah, that's when Conte had that meltdown, right?
The meltdown, the meltdown.
Yeah,
that was
3 days later, everyone thought he was going to quit because he gave that. He just
the meltdown.
But maybe it's just crazy. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, just because one day maybe you beat City doesn't mean that all of a sudden, like, everybody can. Of course, everybody can beat anybody. Like, on a good day, this Spurs 11 could probably beat City on a good day.
Arsenal only beat City by a heavily deflected goal. So you're expecting us to do something. Do you know what I mean?
I'm saying that it's not just easy just because one team beat another team. And it's like, it's what it is, to be honest. Like this, I mean, if Chelsea lose, we're not going to sit here and say, Chelsea, how didn't they know? Of course, context will matter. Let's say Chelsea missed bare chances and then City win it at the end or some shit.
Yeah,
then
that could
context changes, and then we can say, how did Chelsea not win it? But going into this game, nobody's going to sit here and say that we're expecting Chelsea to win this, like you must win this. No, it's like this one of them was like Sofa already explained earlier.
Stephanie G, I would finish 11th to not have Havertz and Mount back. I would take 11th right now.
I would take 20th right now.
I'll take 11th in the Championship, not to get those players back. It's all good. But no, listen. You can show some. Listen, I don't know why you want me to show some chest with my team.
You want to set yourself up. That's what.
You want me to set myself. You want to clip me?
Yeah.
Not going to happen, bro.
They want to clip you, man. They want to do that.
That's why I don't get invited a lot on the things that a lot I do, but because
they try to set you up. Yeah, man. That's why. You know what?
Because they know it's like Sam goes.
You're level-headed.
Or Sam goes, but they go, and also that we can't cook. Like Staffy said to me once, I'll get you on, but it's like there's no real point because no one can cook you. Essentially, because you don't say like outrageous things like that.
You don't say we're gonna beat Manchester City 3-0.
Or you don't say that this player or like another opposing player is shit for no reason or something
like Henry Wright. I saw on Lewis. I saw that. I saw that video, and I was like, I was confident too going into this Chelsea game, but god damn,
3-0. I was like, when he said, I said to Lewis on the stream afterwards, I went to him. You should have asked him, apart from Burnley, who you packed 5-2, who the hell have you beaten by 3 clear goals? You're just coming off scraping. You're just coming off scraping past Crystal Palace. When that was one of them was an own goal, and you weren't that impressive against Fulham before that. Do you know what I mean?
This is what I'm trying to keep people saying.
Who
like,
the hell? Who the hell are you to tell me you're going to beat us 3-0 I know we drew 2 with Arsenal, but Arsenal only got a goal against us and gave a ball to them. Who the hell are you to tell me you're going to beat us 3-0? That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
It's madness.
That's why
If a City fan said that to me, I've got no response.
Yeah, you fair enough. You hold your hands up and say, you know
whatsoever.
what, that makes sense. It really does. But hey, love to everyone that's locked in. Big up to you lot. I know you lot enjoy the show. I enjoy the show. You catch it every Saturday, midnight UK time. Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur show. Man United podcast, Ballers at the Bridge, talking at Tottenham Talk podcast with myself, Surfer. Just sometimes joined by other United fans, sometimes joined by other Chelsea fans, sometimes joined by other Spurs fans. Like Jacob in the chat, he's a Spurs fan who's been on here as well. Multiple Chelsea fans been on here. Same way, multiple Manchester United fans been on this stream as well, people. But let's run up the likes. You know what I'm saying? We are gonna raid. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Ed for that comment. We are gonna raid Alami's live Toronto Hoop Talk. It's Raptors at the Celtics, so yeah, it's Boston Celtics, Toronto Raptors. They're in the 4th quarter, so we're gonna raid him. Make sure you put Sarcasm City TV raid in capital letters in the chat. First and foremost, Stephanie G, big up for you for being on the likes as well. You may get a GTA stream, maybe not. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it or not. I'll see. I need to get something to eat anyway. Make sure you hit the like button here though. Whether you're watching this live now, watching this back, hit the like button here and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, go on, fam. Go on.
Let me just respond, to kind of say, yeah, we're 10th, but let's just face it. You escaped because we allowed you to escape we battered you for 70 odd minutes, and that's the aim of. But the aim of football is to be good for 100 minutes now. Do you know what I mean? So listen, I will take the worst goal I've ever seen in my life to beat City by 1-0 tomorrow and not play well, because I will hold that over the likes of Hamza because I own part of Hamza's soul anyway, because my club beat his club in a Champions League final. And once you beat another English club in a Champions League final, you own a bit of their soul. So Man United own a bit of Chelsea's soul because they beat us in 08. So I own a bit of Hamza's soul. But it's one of those. It's like, yeah, we're 10th, and then we understand that. So why would then I have chest if I'm in 10th, going up against the first place treble winning, going for 4th title in a row Pep team with Haaland in banging form and Rodri back in the team? I feel because we packed a 9-man Spurs team in the 94th minute onwards to score those 2 extra goals, I'm going to go, yeah, I feel really confident. We've won 1 game at home this season in the league. It's against Luton,
I mean, beating Luton is not for everybody, though.
Hey, that's being true. Luton is not for everybody, people. And on that note, we are going to close out. Actually, we're not.
You got lucky.
We're not.
You got lucky. We handed you a goal.
That's true. Don't forget, people, this show and all the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms, people. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV, and this show and all the other shows will pop up, people. So Spotify, make sure you follow us, Sarcasm City TV on there. Follow us and 5-star us. iTunes, Apple Podcast, all you iPhone users, 5-star us. Leave us a review. SoundCloud as well. Like I always say, whether you want to listen while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, while you're driving, while you're at work, maybe you're at the gym, maybe you're just traveling about, maybe you just don't want the YouTube app open, whatever the case may be. So the links are in the chat. The links are all underneath in the description as well. Like I said, we're going to raid to Maji Alam. So make sure you put Sarcasm City raid in capital letters in the chat. And this has been, before I go, Chelsea. Speaking of Chelsea, Manchester City live tomorrow on the Sarcasm City TV kick, 4:30 p.m. UK time. And then following that, back here, 12:30 a.m. because I'm on the Back Again podcast. So 12:30 a.m. for the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. But this has been the Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur show. Man United, Ballers at the Bridge, talking at Tottenham Talk podcasts live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.